Having traveled many times as a Black journalist, I was already used to being profiled.
Have you ever had to prove you were a guest at a hotel, been ignored by staff, or had your accommodation cancelled without an explanation? These experiences are not uncommon for many Black, Asian, and ethnic minority travellers. A keyword search on the TripAdvisor website produces 34 pages of reviews containing racist allegations. Sometimes it's a subtle put down, other times it's overt or even violent. Couple Omo and Yolanda are travel journalists. Both have experienced racial discrimination in the UK and abroad.
This particular expedition, a cycling tour, involved us cycling out of the property into a local village, into a town, and to explore like a market for the day. On the way back, I told the tour guide, and I wanted to just race ahead and sped up ahead of the group and raced towards the property. I got to the gate, and suddenly security from the hotel came around and began shouting at me to stay where I was and not move. And I patiently explained that I was part of a cycling group that had gone out on a tour for the day. And they kept interrogating me and kept raising their voices at me until my group caught up, and the tour guide, who was a staff of the hotel, turned up and explained that I was part of the group. At this point, they then opened the gates and led us in.
Discrimination can begin as early as the booking process. Yolanda was sceptical when she was unexpectedly rejected by an Airbnb host in Edinburgh.
Right after I did the booking, I would say maybe a day later, the actual booking was canceled and there was no reason given by the owner. When I went back on the platform and I saw that the dates were still available. And I thought that was very curious to me. I just thought, let me have a friend book for me, and that friend being namely white, because I've heard of that before. There's a lot of stories online about owners turning down people of colors. She booked the property, no cancellation at all. And in fact, right after she booked, the owner sent her a personal message saying that they're very much looking forward to having her. And the thing is that she rarely uses Airbnb. I just thought, this is definitely clearly a case of some type of kind of profiling, discrimination.
This incident happened in 2016. Since then, Airbnb's removed 1.3 million people from its platform for refusing to treat others without judgment or bias. Its instant book function allows travellers to reserve a room without having a profile photo visible. The host only sees the profile once they accept the booking. If they then decline, they have to give a valid reason. So what are your rights against racial discrimination? And what should you do if you experience it?
If a holiday company or host treats you less favourably because of your race or any other protected characteristic, then they could be in breach of the Equality Act and you might be able to take action. Certain types of discrimination are defined as hate crimes, and with hate crimes you can report them to the police, who then have a duty to investigate them. Unfortunately, your rights against discrimination in the UK can't always be relied on overseas. It's more likely that anti-discrimination law will apply if you paid for and arranged your holiday in the UK through a UK-based company. If you are racially discriminated against, the first thing you should do is collect as much evidence as possible. So you want to make notes of dates, reference numbers, and make sure you take screenshots of any messages or any web pages. And this evidence will be really key to kind of support your claim if you decide to make a complaint or take legal action. The second step, start by making a complaint against the person who discriminated against you, or you can complain to the company that they work for, whether that's a booking platform or a holiday company. So making a complaint is a much faster and easier way to kind of take action than going down the legal route. But if you're not happy with the response you get after making a complaint, you can decide to take legal action against the company. This is a much more complicated process, and we do have a web page on our website which kind of talks you through how to do that. But it's important to note that there is a 6-month time limit on bringing a claim to the UK courts. So it's important to take action quickly and to make sure that you get legal advice as soon as possible.
For our latest travel news and advice, click the link on screen to sign up to our newsletter. Check out the video below to find out which hotel chain has been voted the UK's worst for the 8th year running. And for more video content like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel.